So what are these things called barriers to entry? And in particular, how do they arise? Barriers to entry arise from one of three ways. Government action can create a barrier to entry. Barriers to entry can also arise when the seller has control over an essential resource. The third way that barriers can arise is through economies of scale, which make it impossible for more than one firm to survive in the industry profitably. The government may create a monopoly by granting exclusive franchise rights, licenses, copyrights, and patents. For example, the King of England granted a charter to the East India Company, giving it a monopoly for 15 years on trade with all countries east of the Cape of Good Hope and west of the Straits of Magellan. The U.S. Congress has passed statutes that give the U.S. Postal Service an exclusive franchise for delivery of first-class mail. The U.S. Patent Office granted Viagra a patent. The State Corporation Commission forbids anyone other than Dominion Virginia Power from selling residential retail electricity in Dominion's service areas. A second way that monopoly, or second source of a barrier to entry, is control over a key resource. Examples of firms with significant control over a resource are De Beers in the wholesale diamond industry, and the Aluminum Company of America, which we call Alcoa today, prior to World War II. De Beers controls a significant portion of the wholesale diamond market, and that gives it control over the retail market. It is not, however, a monopoly, because competitors do exist. Also note that in some cases, the government helped the firm gain control of the resource. It acquired exclusive or dominant control of diamond in some countries when the government of that country decreed that De Beers owned the diamonds or was the sole legal sales agent for all diamonds exported from the country. The third way monopolies may arise, or the barrier to entry may arise, is because they are natural. This means that the economies of scale are so great that the cost of serving a market is minimized when only one firm serves the entire market. The sole gas station at an isolated intersection on an interstate is probably a good example. Note that many regulated industries are regulated because the people who want to regulate the industry claim it is a natural monopoly. Dominion Virginia Power might be a good example. Many people would think it would be inefficient to have more than one company trying to provide electricity to residents. It's more efficient to have one, but we don't want that one company to have complete freedom to set prices, otherwise the price would be too high. So the trade-off is the state gives Dominion Virginia Power a monopoly, and in return for that, regulates the price to keep them from charging prices that are too high.